Hi everyone, Mike Volkan here with another TennisRacket.me quick tip. You know, there's two mistakes I commonly see from my students on the serve, and also from even watching professionals sometimes when they hit service faults. There's two common mistakes I see a lot. So one of those is the toss. And if you know about basketball form and how the thumb plays in determining the flight path of the ball, the same goes here for the tennis ball. And I got a tip to keep the thumb out of it. What you want to do is you want to keep your thumb out of the ball toss, okay? Because a lot of people will hold the ball and their thumb will be influencing the ball by touching the side in some way. You want to pretend like your hand is a rose. It's the way I explain it to my junior students, is you want to pretend like your hand is blossoming like a rose, like a flower, okay? You keep your thumb out of that ball toss. So when you start your service motion, you want to keep your thumb just so it's not touching, or anywhere where it's comfortable, where it's not touching the ball. Too many people keep it rotated on the side here, and when you toss that ball, that thumb is going to be different every single time you toss it up if it's touching the ball. So keep it still like this, and when you toss it up, it's just raising like a flower is blooming, okay? That's tip number one. Now there's a lot of other tips in the toss that you could do in terms of placement and practice, but we won't go into that. There's lots of tips on that we could talk about later. The other common mistake on the serve is keeping that head up. If you have rotator cuff injuries, this could be a common cure if you keep your head up. Too many people, especially if they want to hit it really hard, a nice hard flat serve, they're going to try to put all their muscle and might into it, and that is going to cause your head to drop down. You want to be very cognizant of keeping that eye on that ball the entire time, even at the moment of impact. If you watch some of the great servers in the game, even ones that don't necessarily serve hard, you might see, for example, Andy Roddick, who's now retired, but he had an awesome, powerful serve. But even the Djokovic's and the Federers, who aren't necessarily known for their power serve, if you watch them in slow motion, their head is up the entire time, even after they hit the ball. If you freeze frame it, they're still looking directly where their contact was made at the ball. If you drop your head, you're pulling everything down from your torso up, and that's going to most likely cause the ball to hit the net in addition to some injuries. So take those two tips, practice them, and that'll improve your game.